Okay, this is a little snippet that I'm adding for May 3rd. I'm trying to complete this card for a friend, but this stamp is huge, so I'm going to try to stamp it in the middle here, thereabouts. It's a huge, huge stamp. I like to kind of place my hand there on it a little bit because that way it still sticks, but I can lift it up. There we go. I'm going to try to use this shaded lilac to stamp these words. And let me see if this is how this will look as far as the darkness of it. I want it to be a pastel colored letters. Let's see how this comes out here. All right, let's see. All right, that's not too bad. I might need a couple more tries to get all the letters to come out clear, but that's going to do really nice. Okay. All right. And this is what I'm going to be working on this 3rd day of May. And it's kind of still rumbling outside. We had quite a bit of weather last night. Some severe weather coming in. But hopefully today it will get better. There we go. All right. I think that is perfectly imperfect enough for me. It's not 100% perfect, but that will work. Anyhow, that's what I'm going to be working on today, and I will be back here in just a few minutes so that I can get this mouse to cooperate with me. There we go. Hello, this is day 4 of crafting every day in May. And what I am wanting to do today is I have these stamps that say hello, thank you, for you. There's a little cute little fella here, and I am going to stamp him on this card. I'm going to stamp him in here or decorate that inside somehow there. And then this is the envelope that I'm going to include my pen friend letter in. So I'm going to decorate the envelope. And I have this lawn fawn stamp called Cutie Pie. And I am going, it says, it's for Thanksgiving. It says Happy Thanksgiving, but I'm going to put Hi Cutie Pie. And I'm going to stamp this pie probably either here. I'm either going to use this stamp or the little, I think it's a little hedgehog. I'm not sure what he is. This is a Gerda Steiner design stamp, and he's called Hedgehog with a Sign. He's a little hedgehog. So I am going to, and then this stamp, I actually got the dies for. I probably got the dies for this stamp because they're so tiny. And these lawn fawn dies are not, are just a couple of bucks. I think they're like $4 or something like that, $5 maximum for these dies. And then their lawn fawn stamps are very, very reasonable as far as cost is concerned. They're very well, they have a good price point to them. So anyhow, that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I think I'm going to use my little hedgehog for my envelope and for this stamp, and then I'll use the Cutie Pie for the next one. And I'm going to use my stamp positioner because I am not the best stamper. There's many stampers out there way better than I am at stamping. So every once in a while I'll try not to use my stamp positioner, and then I promptly mess up. my project. Oops, this one's not. This little package is falling apart. I had it for quite a while. So I'm going to take this little guy who has his little sign there, and he's going to go stamped and colored in this little corner over here of the envelope. He's really cute, cute little fella. So I think he's meant more for like cold weather. When I get my stamps, I like to do this with my hand on them when they're. So I don't know if I've used this little fella before. I've been taking advantage of this craft every day in May that Jan has started to pull out some of the stamps that I have not used. And of course, I'm probably going to use some favorites too over the course of the 31 days. I love to stamp in color. I love to fuzzy cut things. For some reason, I find fuzzy cutting and stamping and coloring very relaxing. Mind you, my stamping and my coloring are nothing to write home about. It's just very clean and simple. I tend to gravitate toward things that are clean and simple and not very complicated. Every once in a while, I will try something a little bit more adventurous, and then when I do that, it just takes me forever to finish it, because since I don't want to mess up, I tend to want to go real slow, very slow. And something else that this collaboration has brought to light to me is that I have plenty of craft supplies to work with for quite a while. So I am going to try my very best to use what I have and not. I'm such a nitpicker. I have to clean my stamp really well before I put it away. Probably why it takes me so long to do my crafts, but that's okay. Well, I'm not in any particular hurry. Now the trick is going to be getting this hello to be right in the sign. You know, they really should have made the sign a teensy bit bigger, as to play with operator error like me. So, and I will add this little video to the one I did. This is day 4 of the craft every day in May. And I will add, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this video to video for day 3. And then we'll put it in there. Oh, well, I did really good in that. I didn't think I would get it so well. And I could probably leave him just this way or color him in, but I might give him a teensy bit of color. And now, let me see what else he has in here. That's all that he has. And I don't know if I don't want to put him again inside the card. So I may not do anything to the inside of the card. And let me put this little fella away here. I'm going to have to probably get a Ziploc bag to put this. I try to keep my stamps in their containers and that they came with, and because it has their, or most of them at least, have their name, the name of the stamp. I like to know who made the stamp as well, and it has, you know, just information on it that I will use. And this one says, you know what I wish it had? I wish it had the year that it was released, but it does not. But I think I bought that one last year. It came out sometime in 2017. So anyhow, that is what I am doing today. I am decorating a couple of card envelopes, and these cards I picked up a while back ago at Target, and I had not used them, and got my initials, of course. So I'm going to probably decorate the inside either with this stamp or with the Lawn Fawn one, or I did find in my stash, because I pulled one of the stamps to use today, I found this. And these stamps, they don't have a name on them, but I think they came from Oriental Trading Company. And this is what they look like. But they're very extremely, and these must have been one of the first stamps I probably ever bought when I first started stamping. And they are just, and this is one that I took off and used earlier, but they are so flimsy that I have to be careful when I pull them off the backing, because some of the ones that I have not used yet are really stuck on there, like this one. It takes a few minutes, and you have to be very slow and very gentle with them, and you just can't put too much effort into it, because they will tear. And they also, when you put them back, they don't stick on the acrylic sheet as well. So these were from, I think they were from Oriental Trading, because they have the copyright here symbol, and it says OTC. So I think it stands for Oriental Trading Company. I'm pretty sure, because I used to buy a lot of stuff from them. I don't as much anymore, because I used to buy educational materials from them for the children to do arts and crafts and stuff. But that was one of my first stamps that I ever bought. And then there's this one. It's like a postcard stamp. And it's got the different little, I was looking at it, trying to separate them from it's got the little postage marks on there and a little line for. But then these things come all off, and you can put them on there wherever you want. All these stamps are individual. And then they've got the border that's an individual stamp too, which is super, super, super flimsy. I'm not sure if the camera can catch it, but it's just, they're very hard to pull off. They just won't pull off. They need to actually kind of struggle with them. And I had the same problem when I used those Hampton art stamps that came out at Dollar Tree a while back ago. When I tried to pull them off, they are backing. It was that similar feeling that they would tear, and they weren't very high quality, and they really weren't. But they're really pretty stamps. So all these stamps are very delicate. So that's all that you just have to be very gentle with them when you use them, because they are so inexpensively made, and they won't hold up to time, the test of time, as much as some of the stamps that we the name brand stamps that we pay a little bit more money for, at least in my opinion. That's just my opinion, and that's how I think about them. So I use them very carefully. Anyhow, this video has gone on for 11 minutes now, so I will end it here, and I will be seeing you in my next Craft Every Day in May video, which will probably not go up until Monday. I'll have Saturday and Sunday in Monday's video, and then on Saturday I'm going to put day 3 and 4 in there. I think I'm going to do like 2 days in each video or something like that, depending on how long or how much chatting I do in each video. Then I might trim them down a little bit so it's not so boring. I don't want it to be boring. I want it to be entertaining and just maybe informative, so you can maybe find some kind of idea of what you might want to do for your crafting, and maybe give you some tips. I don't know, just the best I can. But anyhow, this is what I'm doing today, and I will be probably doing it for about the next half hour or so, and then I'm going to sit down and do about an hour or two of writing before the children get up today. You all have a good day now. Bye.